Oh, man, you're Brandon Harris with Union Elite, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Man, what's good? I'm MP.
Right, you that Vermont dude. Yeah, I heard you passed up on the chance to play with us.
Oh, man, y'all just got so much talent, especially with you, bro. High flyers is just more my style of ball.
Oh, what style is that? Sloppy? Undisciplined?
I don't know about all that. If we're so sloppy, why do we keep winning?
You haven't played us yet.
Right, which means you ain't beat us yet, Brandon.
You haven't watched my tapes yet, have you?
No, I've seen a little. You aight. It's just, I'm better. But don't stress yourself out about that. You'll find out why in a second.
WCBL action coming your way right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got the Union Elite against the High Flyers in a showdown.
Well, both of these teams have had a strong showing this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing the stars of their respective teams, MP and Brandon Harris.
And for the High Flyers, MP and Mills leading the way. Not only can they both play, but they've got some great personality there as well.
Something about both of them just oozes star power. But none of that will matter once they get on the court. They'll have to let their game do the talking today. Well, the drama's setting the scene for tonight's game. It's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
And taking the floor for Union Elite, it'll be Lou Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the off guard. Bird will be playing in the wing role, and the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Robert holding down the center spot. The starting five for the High Flyers tonight has Devontae Mills orchestrating the point, Brock handling the shooting guard duties, O'Neal and Ben Gove at the forward spots, and manning the middle is going to be MP at center. And it's High Flyers with the ball. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them, so at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
Now here's Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Harris. And it's finished off by Harris. It doesn't take a lifelong scout to understand why Harris is a blue-chip prospect. He has the ability to get it done on offense.
And what is so great about Harris is that he can attack the rim from multiple levels. That's almost required for primary option big men these days, and Harris is a perfect fit for that kind of role.
Outside, Harris. Brandon Harris with another miss. Brock outside. MP. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. It's Bird penetrating. Pass to Diaz. Back to Mitchell. Diaz, 6 to shoot. Now Bird. Shoots. Diaz off the mark. And the star for this Union Elite team is Brandon Harris, a fantastic big man who can score from anywhere.
Harris is one of the most efficient and focused players you'll find on the court. And it's funny, I actually think MP would have complemented Harris's game perfectly if MP had chosen Union Elite.
Union Elite trail. Pass now to Harris. Back to Diaz. Bird. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harris sets the pick. For 3, it's Mitchell. The offensive rebound. And he banks in the layup.
We often talk about bigs that you can rely on down in the paint, and Harris is always somebody in our conversation.
Now here's Mills. Pass to O'Neal. Now MP. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game in just 5 shot attempts. And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play.
Here's Harris, hauled in by high flyers. On the wing, Brock. Diaz covering. Inside, MP. Yes, that one's good. Mills picking up the assist.
They've just shot the lights out, and their opponent, not as much.
The question is, how long can they continue to do this? We've got a ways to go still.
Now here's Harris. Bird outside. Back to Diaz. Mitchell outside. Three-pointer. MP grabs the miss. The High Flyers with the lead. Gov outside. Past MP. Hit his leg. And it's whistled as a kickball.
Substitution, Union Kevin College. Christian Walker. Substitution for.
Here's Mills. MP with the look. Beautiful dime for the lay-in.
MP.
Jumping at it with a significant lead already.
Just dominating on both ends. Let's see if their opponent can mount any type of resistance.
Now here's Diaz. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. The three. MP grabs the miss. And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
Here's Diaz. Back to Kolish. Harris sets the pick. Can they get it? And Kolish misses. With the chance to make a big lead even bigger.
And they should jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
MP down low. He's covered by Harris.
This is nuts. They can't miss. It's so rare to see a team operate like this.
I can't remember the last time that they did miss. Insane display.
And time called here. Union Elite.
Substitution, Union Substitution for High Flyers. Timeout.
And so Union Elite has it here. They trail by 18.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Harris.
2 minutes.
Back to Diaz. And he's going for the alley-oop. And it's finished off by Harris. And you look at both of these teams, some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
Mills from deep. Good. And the assist goes to O'Neal.
For a guy like Devontae Mills, we know he can run an offense. We see it. He can distribute the rock at such a high level. So whenever he's making threes, that really would raise his stock if he can do it consistently.
Now here's Mitchell. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. Picked off midair. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the fast break. And the dunk by MP.
And all of that created off the turnover.
Tremendous anticipation on the defensive end, then the awareness to get the ball up the floor.
On top of that, the aggressiveness at the rim. What an excellent sequence.
Here's Mitchell. Outside Diaz. To the inside. Jumper over Mills. No good off front iron. And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams show is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
Now here's Diaz. Muscling through the contact, they call the foul, and he's on the way to the line.
That's a grown man play by Harris right there. Excellent work fighting through the physical coverage.
great ball movement. They're sharing the rock.
And they're keeping everyone involved and engaged. He's seeing the court like a pro today.
And his teammates know it. If they stay active and find the open spot on the floor, he will find them.
Pass to Harris. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew the contact on the shot.
Second personal foul. 15.
He's off on the... Through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair so far. High Flyers out in front, opening a huge gap. And time for a break. The action resumes right after this. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon Harris and the Union Elite. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago. He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Outside Diaz. Down low. Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Robert, a screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to go on Harris.
Brendan Harris.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
And it's High Flyers with the ball. They lead by 24, their biggest margin of this one. Brock outside. MP inside, working in on Harris. MP, no good with the layup. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it, but those who do will know each other from their experience here.
Now here's Diaz. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. O'Neal with it, and it's Bird picking him up. And MP throws it down. Sort of punctuated the attack with a one-handed slam. I like his style.
Really energizing the whole team.
Here's Diaz. Pass to Harris. With the fadeaway. MP grabs the miss. Mills up top. Diaz covering. Back to Mills. To the middle. MP inside. Defended by Harris. And it's MP missing.
Nearly got a finger to that shot on the block attempt.
His activity was just as effective as the block. Made him completely change his release point and caused the miss.
Now here's Diaz. Kicks it to Mitchell. Shot to end the cold run. MP grabs the miss.
There's no such thing as guaranteed buckets, even with a perfect three-point look.
And the dunk by MP.
He can make those kind of lead passes look routine.
Now Harris. He's got 11. Offense has been clicking lately. Might want to mix things up.
Their mojo is gone. They need a basket just to regain some confidence.
Now Harris. Kicks it to Mitchell. Now Harris. MP with the block. But they'll get another chance. Stay there. And Diaz. Union Elite again can't hit it. Here's the High Flyers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And MP gets it to go.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
And as great as a player as Harris is, he simply hasn't had the same impact as MP tonight, guys.
Oh, definitely. And we've seen what has set MP apart from the other stars in the WCBL. When things are falling for him, look out. He's just at another level.
Diaz off the mark. Down low. Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
This team showed up to send a message, and they're trying to end this game right now.
Yeah, you have to appreciate their effort at both ends. They've been relentless, and they've been impressive.
Now here's Mitchell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Harris. Jumper over MP. MP with the block. Will it go? Brock outside. MP. And the dunk by MP.
Their shooting percentage just keeps improving here in the second half.
Well, they've done a great job sharing the ball. Good teamwork typically does result in high percentage shots.
Now here's Diaz. Bird, guarded by O'Neal. The shot from Bird, no good.
And you can sense their frustration all the way from the booth. They feel the game slipping away.
Understandably so. They're on the wrong side of an impressive run.
And Mills gets the bucket to go.
We see Mills reloading his teammates often in games, but here, fired away.
And Union Elite with possession. And here's Mitchell. Pass to Diaz. And here's Mitchell. And once again, off the mark from Union Elite. To the inside. And the dunk by MP.
They genuinely can't seem to miss a shot. This run they're on, it's just incredible.
Every time when the shot goes up, I think, well, this has to be the last one. They do it again. They look unstoppable.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Harris.
Come on, shoot!
Over MP. The shake. The high flyers grab the miss.
This is a quarter I'm sure he'd rather forget.
Yeah, he needs to put this one behind him and move on. Also, make some fresh adjustments. Give him some credit there. He had no chance at all to stop the slam with a much bigger man taking it over him, but he hung in there and gave it a shot.
The three from Harris. And it's Brock with the rebound. Here we go, all alone. Count it, that bucket is good.
They've looked terrific in transition today, and that's had a lot to do with their success.
Oh, it has. They've done a good job recognizing any time they've had numbers and then taking advantage. We've seen it again and again.
Now here's Diaz. Back to Harris. MP with the block. He's able to get it back. And there's the foul on the shot, so he'll go to the line for two.
You can see how advanced Harris's footwork is. Great understanding of how to get in position to draw fouls.
And the High Flyers making a change here. Now the High Flyers with it. Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
Pagan with it.
Who's watching him?
Kicks it to Walker. Second chance shot. MP with the block. Now here's Mills. Here's Almadawi. MP inside. The layup off target. Mills outside. Let's go with the three. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest, shooting an 86% mark. They are desperate for a score here, to say the least.
Their last score getting farther and farther away. They need to get something going.
Pass to Callahan.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
That's good, and it's Callahan picking up the assist.
How about the pass from the big man, Callahan?
Here's Walker. There's a screen. Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Gets the three to fall.
You have to defend better than that, guys. At least put a hand in his face.
Now the High Flyers with it.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now Mills.
Left side.
Passes to MP. Back to Mills. Clock at 6. And the High Flyers, another triple.
Devontae
Nice rotation on the three ball from Devontae Mills. Coach loves his passing. When he locks in from long range, what a welcome bonus.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Count it from distance.
That is some quick payback.
There is nothing more satisfying for a player than an immediate answer back with the three ball.
Here's Mills. Out to the right wing. Inside. MP inside. Guarded by Harris. And that one's good from MP.
Surging ahead at the right time.
Gaining some separation and putting it out of reach.
Harris outside. The three-pointer is off the mark.
Can switching baskets make that big of a difference? It's thrown him off, and he can't get anything to fall in this half.
Pass to Myers. And here's Mills. Now Callahan. From outside the arc. Harris comes down with the board. And here's Pagan. So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
An impressive performance from the High Flyers in this one. You have to credit MP. He was an instrumental part of this win. You see the kind of potential that this kid has already.
Without question, Danny. And on the flip side for the Union Elite, a tough loss.
Well, Brandon Harris just didn't do enough in this game. He had his moments, but in the end, MP and his High Flyers were just too much to handle. But it's okay. They can't dwell on this. They've got to put it behind them and just move on.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And for Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for tuning in.
Man, in that move I did like...
Yeah, good game out there, man.
Thanks.
People are talking.
Man, those guys were legit. I can see why Dion said they would have been a good fit for me.
Yeah, but I love how you didn't let up, even though you knew you made the All-Star team already.
Come on, I'm always 110.
Well, good. You're going to need to keep that same energy against the EYBL Select, because this is a huge opportunity to move up in the rankings for us. Can't stress that enough.
With all due respect, Mr. Kelly, I'm trying to be the MVP, so I know how important this game is.
If you could pull that off, that would be massive.
If. Come on, Austin Kelly. You gotta believe in me now. You're my agent.
You're an incredible talent, MP. But you're going against an entire team of incredible talents, not the least of which is your matchup, Ice McCall.
Yeah, I know all about bro.
Well, then you know to take him seriously.
Look, definitely, dude is a beast, but so am I.
I'm excited to see how you handle it.
I'm about to shock the world.
You ready, MP?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta play the game of your life tonight just for us to even have a chance.
Yo, I know I cooked you last time we played J Moore, but that's Nike's EYBL Select out there. If we're not all on point, they're gonna take turns dogging us. It ain't just on me tonight.
Yeah, but you're checking Ice. Dude's a future lotto pick, man. I'm nice and all, but he's on a different level.
Hey, yo, I'm not scared of anybody I'm matched up against.
Oh, yeah? Then why were you wearing street clothes when we played you guys? Disciplinary reasons? That's mad fishy, bro.
Yo, I know you're not talking. You lucky you didn't have to guard me.
If you say so.
Okay, since y'all all highly regarded, why don't y'all tell me what's so special about Tyson Ice McCall? Hey, I'm serious. Put that high basketball IQ to use and help me help us.
He is a bucket, okay? I threat from everywhere. You can't give him any daylight.
He's a machine, bro. You can wait for him to make a mistake, but he never does. He's fundamentally sound.
And dude goes crazy in the clutch. GOAT mode stuff. That's why they call him Ice.
Casual. Lethal. I was at Steph Curry's camp with him last year. He had that aura about him. It's obvious he's gonna be a pro.
This game's gonna have a lot of eyes on it. You got Slam out there, overtime, scouts from everywhere. But Ice isn't the only monster on that team.
Fact.
Which means we've got a chance to do something special. Tyson's got a lot going for him. I don't care. He's 19th in the country. I get that. But he's never beat me. And they've never matched up against us. Everyone in this locker room, and I mean everyone, has worked like crazy to get here. Which means we've got talent too. So let's go out there and show those EYBL dudes why we were chosen to play this game. If you want me to kill a monster, then I'm going for the head. So if you trust me to take on Ice, then I'll trust you to handle the rest. Bring it in on me.
Let's go.
All for one on 3. 1, 2, 3. All for one! Hey, Tyson. What's up, bro? I mean, it's finally good to meet you, and I want to tell you seriously, I really relate to your story.
MP, right?
Right.
How'd you make this team?
What you mean?
Usually your league sends their best players to get clowned by us. Then there's you. I don't get it.
Okay, see, that type of disrespect, why you capping like you don't know about me yet?
Oh, I know who you are. You're Dion's little pet. He got bored working with blue chippers, plucked you out of nowhere, then you had a hot few weeks, so you start feeling yourself. Here's the thing, though. I know that you know that this ain't real. I know that you're scared that one day soon the shots are gonna stop falling. You don't belong here, MP. You belong back home, slinging breakfast to townies. And after this game, when you choke in front of all those scouts, that's exactly where you're going.
Good evening and welcome to this 2K presentation of the EYBL Showcase. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, and we've got a pair of loaded all-star rosters representing the best club basketball players from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League.
And if you've seen these kids play before, you know exactly how talented they are. We're watching the future of basketball on the court today.
And when it comes to the top talent, Drake, names like Ice McCall and MP jump right out at you.
Those two are some of the more well-known names on the list, but you can look up and down these rosters right here. Any of these kids could be stars. The EYBL is the consensus top league, but there is talent on both of these rosters.
Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
For the Nike EYBL All-Stars, their starting 5. Joey Johnson and Jonathan Lack will make up the backcourt. Bryant Cologne as the 3. Drew Robinson is at power forward, and the man in the middle is Tyson Ice McCall. So for the WCBL All-Stars, it's Devontae Mills at point with Jaden Moore joining him on the backcourt. Then it's Drexel Carrington and Miles Thunderstone, along with the big man, MP. Now here's MP. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
Pass to Cologne. Now Lack. Cologne on the outside. Robinson. That one doesn't drop. You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world. and this game is a great reminder of just that.
Now here's Johnson. The fadeaway. The UIBL, no good that time either. Outside, Moore. On the wing, it's MP. And they double up MP. And that one drops for him.
He's able to find a seam in the defense and just lay it right in.
Outside, Lack. Swings it to McCall. Back to Lack. Now here's McCall. Over MP. McCall, good. And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
The man just makes plays. That pass is on point.
Outside, Lack. Pass to Cologne. Johnson. Lack for three. MP grabs the miss.
He can do that, just couldn't connect this time.
Too much daylight for a shooter of his caliber.
Now here's Mills. Over Johnson. And again, the West All-Stars score.
Taking what the D gives him. That's smart basketball. That's Devontae Mills.
Here's Lack. To the paint. Outside for Johnson. And there's the 3-second violation.
West All-Stars ball.
The West with the ball. And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall. Currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
Now here's Mills. Here's MP. Yes, that one's good. Mills picking up the assist.
And he threw that pass right on time. Great look and a solid finish.
Outside, it's Johnson. Fires the three. Rebound goes to the WCBL. To the inside. And Carrington with the stuff.
Their offense has been firing on all cylinders since the opening tip.
Yeah, the D already scrambling to make adjustments before this game gets out of hand.
Now here's Robinson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Out to Cologne. 3 on the clock. Johnson, no good that time. They can tack a few more points onto this run.
It's getting to be a big one.
And the dunk by MP.
And no doubt about it, folks. This is exactly the way they wanted to start the game.
Well, they've been doing it on both ends, converting chances and challenging shooters.
McCall can't hit the free throw line jumper. The WCBL on offense. The 12-point lead is their biggest of the game. And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure that it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
Now a timeout called by EYBL. A big substitution coming up here for the WCBL.
Al Pachumsi. Leftos Aslanoglu. Vlad Dermanenko. Grant Type.
Timeout called by the EYBL.
Robinson. Brian Cologne. Joey Jackson.
And the EYBL All-Stars with possession here. They trail by 14.
Timeout.
And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players. This has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
Now here's Mills. He's got 5 from the arc. And another 3 for the WCBL.
Nice rotation on the 3 ball from Devontae Mills. Coach loves his passing. When he locks in from long range, what a welcome bonus.
Here's Johnson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. For Chumsey, Stone grabs the board. Pass to Carrington. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
I love that pace. Pushing the action, Carrington not just hanging out on the perimeter.
Now here's Johnson. Now guarded by Mills.
2 minutes.
Returns it to McCall. Here's the three. MP grabs the miss. The West in total control in this one. And they double up MP. And Stone with the slam. And as accomplished as Miles Stone is on the court, you wouldn't guess that by meeting him. He's the most laid-back player you'll ever meet.
Yeah, it's funny. He's relentless out there in the post, backing guys down, dunking all over them with authority, and bringing the thunder. But talk to him off the court, and it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Just a very laid-back and chill kid. This team showed up to send a message, and they're trying to end this game right now.
Yeah, you have to appreciate their effort at both ends. They've been relentless, and they've been impressive.
Now here's Robinson. Swings it to McCall. Cologne. To stop the run. Rebounded by Stone. And here is Mills. 8 points for him. Over Johnson. And the rebound goes to EYBL. Kicks it to McCall. Launches it. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that make.
So quick, so effective, and a nuisance from distance. Tyson McCall is an elite shooter already, and he's only getting better.
3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Carrington. Good. And that assist goes to Mills.
That is some quick payback.
There is nothing more satisfying for a player than an immediate answer back with the three ball.
And so we got a pretty lopsided affair through the first half. The West All-Stars out in front, running away with it. And don't go away, we'll be back right after the break. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. And here's the West All-Stars. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
And the EYBL All-Stars with possession here. Back to Johnson. Inside. McCall. MP with the block. And so it looks like EYBL All-Stars will retain possession here. Here's Lack. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Moore with it. On the wing, Carrington. For three. And the West hits it again from deep.
I mean, this is why you got to be right up on Carrington, even when he doesn't have the ball yet.
Now McCall. He's got 10. Outside, it's Johnson. And a great assist by Lack as that one falls.
The defender there in the vicinity, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Here's MP. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
It's just been so one-sided since halftime.
They've crushed them in the second half, and that's when it matters the most.
Nice pass led him right to the rack, perfectly for the layup.
Ooh, staying active on the interior, Robinson gets the look he wants.
Left side, MP. Outside, Carrington. Another shot, and Stone lays that one in.
Great job keeping the play alive. Those are hustle points.
Outside, it's Johnson. Pass to Lack. Outside for Johnson. Robinson. From outside, it's off the mark. MP outside. And they double up MP. And they pick up 2.
It's like Mills has a sixth sense when he's got a teammate open, like when I see snacks on the pregame table.
A challenging stretch for the EYBL in this one. Jonathan Lack on the wing.
Get the perimeter.
Kicks it to Johnson. No good there with the triple.
And most days, that would be his shot. I'm not sure what the credit goes for the miss.
Certainly not to the defense. They're very fortunate that didn't go in, considering the room they gave him. Ooh, the dime, courtesy of Mills. He's got a great feel for the floor.
And that one misses. Cologne with it. Now guarded by MP. Here's Perchupsi, and Perchupsi with the stuff.
Finishes at home with the flush, and there's someone who dunks for fun.
Rare to see high scores slam it like that.
Everyone in this arena is well aware of what he can do, and they really enjoy it.
Carrington outside. Fires from deep. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 of 6 to start the game. And every time we've seen Carrington, he's found a way to add something to refine his game.
He does so much with his shooting and his defense that anything else he gives you is icing on the cake. But I love the work ethic he's shown to continue improving, and I'm interested in some cake after the game.
To the middle, MP. MP throws it down.
MP.
That's where they want their shots to come from, and that's the passing it'll take.
Here's Johnson. Perchupsi outside. Pass to Lack. Johnson. That 3 off the mark.
Hey, get MP. On the way.
Down low. MP with the look. Yes, that one's good. Mills picking up the assist.
He's seen the court like a pro today.
And his teammates know it. If they stay active and find the open spot on the floor, he will find them.
Back to Johnson.
Over. Watch right. Hey, go over there.
Cologne on the outside.
Over.
Inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Hey, finding a way. Cologne doing what he does in close.
And you look at the production of these two stars between MP and McCall, it's been all MP so far.
For all the hype we've heard about McCall's offensive ability, it's been MP putting on the show. He's come out of nowhere, and he's outshined one of the top recruits in his class.
He had more than enough room for one of his trademark slams that time.
And once he got that extra space, you just knew what was going to happen.
You love those opportunities. He doesn't want to waste those chances. He's always going to punch it home. Showing off his range. Lack drained it like it was nothing.
MP on the left side. And the layup is good.
He's been a force on offense all game long, at times carrying the whole team.
He helped construct this lead, and he's making sure they maintain it.
Cologne on the outside. Back to Johnson. And there's the whistle for the illegal screen.
Illegal screens are some of the hardest calls officials have to make.
Yeah, it's often so close, and you can really rule it either way.
Here's Schrader. Tombo defending. To the inside. And the dunk by MP.
He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
And the EYBL All-Stars with possession here. Aslanoglu, defended by Chu. Outside, Tombo. Pass to Dermanenko. Tombo, 6 on the shot clock. There's Leftos with the 3. MP grabs the miss. Outside, Harris. Over Dermanenko. MP throws it down.
Forget about finesse. This big fella's all about power.
Here's Perchupsi. Outside, McCall. Outside for Tombo. Returns it to McCall. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Dermanenko. And again, it's the EYBL All-Stars missing the shot. To the middle. Here's MP. And again, the West All-Stars score.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
Aslanoglu outside. McCall. Dermanenko outside.
Who's watching here?
Outside, McCall. Pass to Prachumsky. And Prachumsky with the stuff.
Athletic move to the rim from Prachumsky. He saw his chance, and he took it.
Screen by MP. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Inside. Tombo. The West All-Stars pull it down. Now here's Mills. Pass to Harris. Now MP. And Aslanoglu pulls it down. Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
And the whistle blows on the block shot. Officials send him to the line.
A confident player who steps up in the biggest moments. Any coach would love to have McCall on their team.
And he gets both of them. So it's the West now. Passes to MP. Here's Corrado. Now Harris. MP, defended by McCall. MP with the bucket.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Outside, Lack. Cologne, back to Lack. Kicks it to McCall. Cologne for three. It doesn't go for him. And here's the West All-Stars. To the middle. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Give him some credit there. He had no chance at all to stop the slam with a much bigger man taking it over him, but he hung in there and gave it a shot.
And here's Cologne. The tray. MP grabs the miss. Here's Schrader. Dishes to Chu. Out to Harris. This one for three. Hits the trifecta.
And this little run pretty much puts the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, these last few scores have helped shut the door. Great job to close out the game.
7-second difference between the shot and game clock. Up top, McCall. Covered by MP. Cologne for three. That one's off. Here's Schrader. So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent in the win tonight.
What an upset we just witnessed. Against a very talented group, MP was more than up for the challenge. I can't wait to see what the future holds in store for him. You have to think the MP's ceiling is sky high at this point.
Absolutely, Drake. And then for the EYBL All-Stars, a lot of talent, but not quite enough to get it done.
Well, as McCall, he did what he could, give him the credit, but at the end, they were just outplayed. Clearly, MP came out here to prove something, and it was not going to be denied. His effort was so strong.
And that'll do it for this one. For Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for being with us.
All right, we're here with MP. MP, big win for you guys as a WCBL All-Star stunned the EYBL Select in a massive upset. Talk about how'd you do it. How are you feeling now that it's over?
I'm just so proud of our guys. Everyone, you know, for most of us, this is our first time playing together. First time playing a game at this level, and everybody came out and handled their business and came together when we had to in order to beat what's a talented team over there. This is an unbelievable win. Just unbelievable.
Okay. But the matchup everyone was talking about heading into tonight was you versus Tyson Ice McCall. Not only did you win, you came with the MVP of tonight. Was that your goal coming into tonight?
No, but yeah, I mean, I always try to win and do my best, and tonight I had to go through ice to do that, and y'all know how good he is. I definitely wanted to put on a show tonight. I knew if we'd won, I'd get a lot of attention. You know what? I wanted an MVP. I did. I thought I could do it, and I did it. So, yeah, power of positive thinking and all of that.
Well, congrats, MP. Thank you for your time.
I really appreciate it.
Turning into a really exciting season.
Well,
hey, there he is,
hey,
the man of the hour. Great game,
Good to
MP.
see you. Good to
Great
see you.
game, man.
Thanks. So do you think that made up for me being suspended?
Oh, well, it certainly can't hurt. I'll put it that way.
Okay, so what happens next?
Well, now, let me give me a few days to get all my ducks in a row. We want to wait for some colleges to maybe show interest who didn't show any before, or maybe some who already liked you want to come forward, some bigger offers or better roles. We also still want to see where you land on the final 250 of the year.
Right.
When I get a full picture, then we'll get together, go over your options. I just don't want to rush anything,
Hey, that all sounds great to me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hey, listen, give me a few days, I'll hit you up. Meantime, baby, you do you.
Already did.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Look, I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off, so I'm going to get right to it. The play next year is Europe. That's your path to the NBA.
Wait, you're not kidding. Europe?
Mm-hmm.
No. The play is college. It's always been college.
Plans change, MP.
No, I did everything. Everything I was supposed to. I'm ranked. I have scholarships. Why are we changing the plan now?
Listen. You did an amazing job these past few months. But the problem is that you came into the game too late. You have too much ground to make up for, and you can't do that in college, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Kelly. I'm starting to wonder if you should be my agent.
All right. Can I make my case?
The floor is all yours.
Okay. You can answer questions in Europe that you can't answer in college. Questions that NBA GMs need answers to if they're going to draft you. And most importantly, you can answer them next year. College is at minimum a 2-year plan. You've got too many established players ahead of you to hit as a freshman, and every year you don't get drafted, your odds of getting drafted plummet.
Okay. I want to see what you see. So, walk me through it.
The biggest question facing 80% of players entering the draft is whether they have an NBA body. You go to Europe, play against grown men, you've answered that question.
Still not seeing it. What else you got?
You can prove you don't have character issues.
Man, I was late to one game.
And got suspended for the biggest game of the only season you have played in competitive club league ball. It's not fair, but it's out there. You go to Europe, you can prove that you play with a professional work ethic, and now you've answered another question, a big one.
Okay, So I'm behind. How do I make up all this ground?
In Europe, you'll devote every waking minute to basketball while your peers are back home sweating out midterms. That's a huge advantage. And not for nothing, but the salary in Europe is way better than any NIL you're
The
getting.
only money I care about is the NBA money. I'm not trying to fumble that bag because the NIL isn't good enough.
I make a percentage of your salary, MP. I'd be a fool to do anything that jeopardizes your NBA career.
That's a good point. I have nothing.
Look, we live in a world with Wemby, Luka, and Giannis. Scouts know how to evaluate what you're doing overseas. And by the way, you wouldn't be the first American to do this either. Ask LaMelo if he regrets skipping college.
Do I have any offers?
2 of them. I wouldn't bring this to you on a whim. The first one is from Basket Madrid in the Spanish National Champions League, the most competitive league in Europe. If you thrive over there, you are guaranteed to get drafted.
Okay, so what's the other one?
Paris FC Basket in the French Basketball Super League. They got a lot of first-round prospects this year. Outplaying them will cement your spot on any GM's draft board.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like how those sound.
Plus, I'm hiring a professional videographer to chronicle it all, so GMs will see everything you do. Look, I know it's not what you pictured, but if you're honest with yourself, I think you'll know it's the right move.
When you're saying all of that, it makes sense in my mind. But, not gonna lie, it doesn't feel great.
Well, it'll feel a lot better when you hear your name called on draft night.
Okay? Okay.
Okay.
I'm in. I just hope you know what you're talking about, Mr. Kelly.
Well, what's it going to be? France or Spain?
Let's see.